Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach means it. Best round here. Remember that.
Yeah, people, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the Coach's Desk. Big up yourself, my people. It's the early version of the weekend super treat. And we are happy that you're here to, be with us, share the time with us. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, everyone. Just like we normally ask you to do, like the stream, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're new so that you can become a part of the Coach's Desk family. Testing, testing, testing. Are you hearing clearly? Clearly, clearly, clearly. Test, test, test. 1 3. 1 3. 1 3. Are you hearing clearly, my people? Yeah, man. Big up to the early birds that are here. Appreciate you being here. Yeah. So, people, like the video, share the content. I see the notification come out on Facebook. Big up to the Facebook peeps. Did you get the notification on YouTube? Talk up quick, people. Before me start burning fire upon YouTube. YouTube, I'm on. Send out the notification, YouTube. YouTube, send out my notification. YouTube, send out my notification. More all viewers and subscribers get the notification. I know some people, everybody should get it, YouTube. YouTube, where you going with? Okay. But say, me there I wait for the press conference. I mean, I don't know if the press conference gone, people. Because me can't get in a press conference. But let me see something there a while ago. Hold on there. A joke thing this. A joke thing the people them are going with. Let me see what I go on here, so. See it there? Are you hearing? You're hearing me, people? It gone, man. It gone. But me not get the notification for gone. Anyways, are you hearing? All right. Una ear. That is good. All right, I could listen it. On an ear.
that would
Drop the thumbs
hopefully
up if you're here.
benefit us in
Drop
the
the
long
thumbs
run,
up if
at
you're
least.
here.
And then there were some players that we know and have been with us in the squad. Most of these players, like Bobby, have been with us before, so they know what our emphasis is, what our philosophy is, our way of playing. So it's a quick one. We have methods that we use to, they will probably remember the last meeting because we have it computerized. So
Bobby John Strong from Fox Sports. Just, there's never been any doubt about the talent that Jamaica has and the quality players you have. What does it take, you feel like, to reach that next level, to get back to, we've seen Jamaica make the final of this tournament, and what has Jaime and his staff done to try to push Jamaica forward, kind of back to where we've seen this country before?
I think first and foremost is having a consistency of having the same squad and the players playing together for a long period of time. And I think we're getting to that stage now of obviously being in each other's company. We've all bought into the manager's philosophy and what he wants to do. So we're building slowly, and hopefully we're taking it game by game and trying to improve, and hopefully we can achieve something, and we're obviously taking it step by step.
Who said them not here? But me ask if you not here and the thumbs up and people say them are here.
But no, we definitely bought into what the manager wants to do, and we're looking forward to the tournament.
Bobby Reid attack.
Paul Tenorio from the Athletic. On that same note, you talk about this group having been together a little bit. What's that process been like of integrating the guys who have come into the program, whether it was in qualifying or now later in the process of trying to create the camaraderie within the team and the understanding, not just on what you want to do tactically, but just kind of as a group behind the scenes or off the field?
It's not been too bad. To be fair, it's not been a lot of new players that's come in bulk. It's maybe been one or two. So the rest of the players have found it easy to integrate them, help them settle in quickly, get up to scratch with what the manager wants. And everyone's fell into place and is looking forward to it. And I just want to build on what we've created already. And hopefully we can do something special.
This question for both of you. Andre Blake is a name that we obviously know well here. In your opinion, what makes him so special, such a great teammate, such a great player? What stands out to you about playing with him?
He's a leader. He's obviously been there since the first day I came into the Jamaica squad, and he's been cool with me and cool with a lot of other players. He really lets you know what the culture is about and how we do things. He sets it straight, and everyone falls into place and understands. He has a lot of experience on the international level, and he does big things over here in America. So we're proud of what he's doing. And like I said, he's a leader for us, and we look up to him.
Yeah, I think if I can add anything to this, is that I think it is his fifth Gold Cup finals. So there's a little bit of experience there for him to teach us that don't have much experience in it. So that is a really a big thing. And I agree with everything Bobby was saying about him. So
Thank you.
We have a question in Zoom. So Daniel Weller, can you make it?
Yes. Hi, afternoon, Coach. Afternoon, Bobby. Daniel Wheeler from the Gleaner. Can you just give us an answer of Damari Gray's addition into the squad? How has he been looking? And do you feel that he has made enough an impression enough to start tomorrow? And as well as another two-part question, the last one, either you can answer. What do you think is going to make the difference going up against a USA team that reshuffled from the Nations League? What do you think that you're going to have to do well to make sure that you have the best advantage possible? Thank you.
We start with Damari. I think we have been looking at him for a long time. It's been a lot of talks, I think, for some years. He will join Jamaica finally, and luckily for us, that step was completed now. He's a good player. I think he has all the attributes that we want in our identity. He's fast. He's skillful player, good dribbler, and most of all, he's a goal scorer. So I think he fits in to what we want, and we are happy that he is with us. If he will start tomorrow or not, of course, I will not say that here. I leave it to you to guess. You want to add something on Damari? You know him from
yeah,
the league?
no, it's nice to have Damari in. It feels strange because a lot of the players over in England obviously know him. So him coming into the setup, it feels like he's been in there for a long time already. So he's settled in quick, and we can't wait for him to get in and running. He's a good player, and he's going to add quality to our team. So we're excited to see him.
Regarding the question about what do we need to do different? What is the difference playing now against US? They are coming, first and foremost, they are coming in as Nations League champions. They are playing at home, all the matches now in the Gold Cup, so that's an advantage to them. I don't think their philosophy of playing will change in these few days, even though the squad is a little bit different from the Nations League. They will play aggressive 4-3-3, impressive in the World Cup, impressive in the Nations League. So we know what we will be facing, really young, energetic, mobile team that will try to go high on the pitch and kind of suffocate us in the build-up. So we have to be ready for that, and I think we are. Their advantage as well, they have all their players now in mid-season, so they are fit. The fitness level is always high, but I think they at this stage they are probably the fittest team because it's all MLS players or mostly MLS players that are in season. So yeah, we will have to be ready from minute one because they will come at us with players in good shape and good fitness, wanting to show themselves for the future of and get into the future of national team of US.
Okay, Jason Hall, please, can you make your question? Okay, Manuel Medina, can you make your question? Okay, Kerry James, that's ready to make your question?
You just have to have one ready, question ready all the time.
That's okay. No, do you have a question here?
He's going.
Let me introduce myself this time. Robert Williams from IRF in Jamaica.
Okay.
Coach, a talented Jamaica squad put together for the tournament. The opening game tomorrow with this talented group that you have must be challenging for you to select your starting team. How difficult or how easy will it be for you to make those decisions?
Well, we are thinking not only about this game. There are some maybe light injury worries, so we have to be careful who we select. It's hopefully a long tournament for us, so we cannot risk everything in the first game. But I think we are happy with the players' fitness. So it's a good thing that you have a lot of good players to select from. Of course, some of them will be unhappy when we announce the squad, but I would be unhappy with players that would be happy not to be in the starting lineup. So no, it's a good thing to have a strong squad and players fighting. And like I said before, it's a long tournament, so we need depth and we need players who can come in and change games, etc. And I think we are getting there to have players on that level.
Bobby, you mentioned earlier that the players are all bought into the manager's idea.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What is the manager and the coaching staff doing that kind of makes you guys say, yeah, we believe in these guys?
I think it's the way they want to play. Well, they believe in us. They see the talent we have, and they think we can do big things. So we understand what they want, and we understand it's a togetherness, a team effort that will ultimately give us a great chance of doing something big. And the manager from early, we've had many conversations before, and we want to go for it. We want to play the best we can play. We want to be the best we can be. And and being together will ultimately help that be the goal.
Unfair question, sitting next to the coach. Really unfair question. Yeah, it's a leading question.
Okay, the last question is for Jay Taylor. Can you make your question? Okay, you have one.
For the benefit of those of us here in the U.S., sort of go big picture. I mean, what attracted you to take this Jamaica job? What have the experiences been like? And I am fascinated for someone that has major international tournament experience. We're very proud of what the Gold Cup represents to this region. What do you expect over the next few weeks?
Now, normally I am a realistic optimist, and I know Jamaica has a lot of talented players. In the past, the problem has been to make a good team out of good individuals. That has been the problem, and I think nobody is hiding behind that fact that Jamaica normally have had really good individuals. I've managed in my career to make teams, underdog teams, perform pretty well. So I have something that they were interested in talking to me, and I saw an opportunity to do something football-wise for a country that haven't, for example, made it to the World Cup for a long time. So that is kind of the long-term project, is to get Jamaica into the World Cup. But this is a good opportunity for us to just see where we stand at this moment. I know we will improve during this tournament. We will improve, and after the tournament, we will keep on improving. But I think we have quality to fight to go far in this tournament already. But yeah, that was my opportunity to try to use some of the things I've been using to build a team with these really incredible, talented individuals.
Jay Taylor, you can make your question in Zoom, please.
All right. Good afternoon, Coach. Jay Taylor here, Sports Prophecy TV, Copenhagen. There's a lot of excitement and uproar surrounding the new front three for Jamaica. Is this a lot of added pressure? And would you rather go into the tournament as an underdog or as a favorite?
And now I don't know what front three are you selecting my team.
The internet is.
No, we are not thinking about or talking about what others think about us. We focus on us and we put pressure on us. So it's nothing outside that will affect what we are doing. But of course, it's I would say it's an honor that a team that has never won the Gold Cup is predicted doing good. So I just think of it as an honor to the player, as a respect to the players. Even talking about tomorrow playing against the Nations League winners, the team that is ranked the highest in the CONCACAF region, and trying to put some pressure on us. If you want to do that, we can take that. It's no problem. You're bothered with that?
Oh.
Manuel Medina, you can make your question.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we are okay. We can make this question. So this is Manuel Medina from TE Sports for the coach. We just talked to VJ Callahan, and one of the things he said is that this is the best Jamaican team that can field players right now. You know, this is the strongest he can see. Do you agree with this? Is this the strongest squad you can have, or I don't know, did you miss some players who couldn't make it because of injuries or anything like that? What do you think about this? Thank you.
Strange question. Of course, I selected the best squad I could. So So I think only at the moment Ethan Pennock is not been with the squad for personal reasons. Hopefully he will have a chance to come later in the tournament and join us. But he is the only one that is not here. Otherwise, I think we made a good choice. If everybody thinks we are favorites, then I probably have picked a good squad.
Jason Hall, you can make your question.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, Coach Halgrimson and Bobby. I have two questions. One for Bobby. Bobby, firstly, just really curious to get your initial thoughts after training with our Jamaican wonder kid, Dejon Richards. What do you see in him, and do you think his future is bright as we do?
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen him. First of all, he's a good lad. He's a good person, which is very, very crucial. And also, he's a good player. Obviously, he's got a lot to learn. But if he's willing to take on board and learn from coaches and learn from his peers, then he's got a bright future, definitely. So yeah, he's a good player and also a good person.
Thank you, Bobby. And Coach, for you, after the games in Austria, I heard you mention that you were a bit concerned with the nature of some of the goals we conceded, particularly them coming after our attacking actions not bearing any fruit. I was just wondering, as far as the balance from attack to defense, is that something that you have been emphasizing in the build-up to this game with USA, knowing that they will have pacey attackers that can maybe hurt us on those counterattacks?
Yeah, surely, and that is why I mentioned it after the games in Austria. The way we conceded is something to be worried about when we play US, because that is one of the stronger sides of the US national team is how quickly they are from defense to attack, and also from attack to defense. So they are a really good transition team in, like I said before, in the best of their condition at the moment. So we need to be really balanced when going forward. And we have talked to the players regarding that, how we can at least avoid getting a lot of counters against us. So yeah.
Stephen Grant, you can make your question.
Good afternoon, Mr. Harbinson and Bobby Reid. My name is Stephen Arbus Grant, speaking from Trafford Tunnel, Never a Foul, UK. So after Jamaica are CONCACAF 2023 CONCACAF Gold Cup champions, my question is for future preparation for friendlies and qualifiers in the European region and UK across England, where there is a huge large support in Jamaican population.
So sadly, I must say the CONCACAF program is like that until the World Cup 2026, that all FIFA windows are occupied with official matches. So there will be no chances in FIFA windows, at least, to play friendlies in Europe.
Rashid Parshman, you can make your question.
Yes, good afternoon, Coach Hardrimson. Good afternoon, Bobby Reid. Coach, someone asked earlier about your squad selection, and you mentioned that this is the best possible squad you could have picked. But the talk here locally in Jamaica is about the lack of local options in the squad. There are no players from the Jamaican Premier League there. What was the decision process there? Why no one from the domestic league was selected?
Well, we have had opportunities first in Cameroon, then in 2 matches against Trinidad, to look at most of the players there. And this is what we decided to go on today. There's only Dejon Richards now, who comes from Jamaica. I know he's not playing in the league, but he's from Jamaica. We've had some guys as well, Demario Phillips in Austria. So no, we just thought this is the best team we could field now, and hopefully, but for me, it really doesn't matter where the players come from. They represent Jamaica, wherever they come from. Hopefully we can, of course, integrate some more players from the Jamaican Premier League. But at this stage, we selected these guys to represent Jamaica.
Look on the
And the last one, Kerry Riens, can you make your question, please?
Yeah, thank you. Bobby, you played before with Leon and Mikel, Shamar and company. Now Damari has been added. How excited are you at the prospect of the attack going forward into the future? And how quickly do you think it'll get to get everyone firing on all cylinders?
We're still in the process at the moment. You all obviously enjoy playing together, and you obviously want to show our talents on the field. Obviously, we've got to do the defensive duties as well as attacking. Everyone knows that. And we're just looking forward to playing together, looking forward to playing with the whole team and hopefully getting results. So we're going to come together. We understand what we need to do and how we need to play and how we need to influence everyone else as well to really put ourselves on the map. And obviously our experience of playing in the Premier League and at higher levels. And everyone's looking forward to it. But ultimately, we're going to work hard with a lot of teamwork and hopefully achieve something.
Okay, that's the end for the conference. Thank you so much and good luck tomorrow.
Hey. Yeah, man, big up for yourself, people. So there we had it. The press conference. What's your takeaway? Boy, hey, Alex. No good, Alex. No good. You ever play the game NBA and you make a shot and you miss? And they say, no good. Alex, that man. That question wasn't pertinent, but I mean, can't really tell a man what to ask. You understand? But big up yourself, people. Press conference. I mean, Grimo say him now listen to the noise outside. What front tree? Him don't know which front tree you not talk about. You understand? So it it is one of those things, people, that I mean, journalists are there to ask questions. Some fear questions were asked. Whisper is the future. You understand? So, boy, Triple E, you can't really stop people in a Triple E. That's the problem. You understand? It wasn't Alex, really? Okay, if it wasn't Alex, then I might bad if you accuse Alex. Yeah, man, that is it fresh. It's good to know that they are not listening. I don't know if that is a diplomatic answer from the coach. He said, what front three is like, you're picking my team for me. You understand? They are not. It's good to know that we are favorite. They are not really listening to what persons are saying. And if that is the case, obviously he's saying that he picked a very good team. You understand? So, I mean, yeah, I think he doesn't want to even give out a lot of information too. He is very diplomatic. So that is one of the things that I admire about the coach. He tells you a lot and he still tells you a little bit whenever it is necessary. I mean, they're just focusing on the game. They're just, and it seems to me like he wants to take it a game at a time. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't want to rush it. He doesn't want to, that question about the local. I think the if it is a local person who asks a question, I mean, you really want to throw this question in a forum like that. I mean, oh God, man. The coach answered the question already. We had a press conference when the team was selected, but probably that person wasn't at the press conference, yeah? But yeah, man, and he mentioned something, Me not saying Grimmy, I trust still Demari McCallum. Me not trust not the Grimmy, Me not trust no one. But I like the way that he made mention of the US team. He said they are the defending champion. They are the Nation League's champion. They're gonna come at us. They're gonna be running at us. There are some slight areas that we have to fix. If those are fixed, then certainly we should be in a good stead matching up against US. I want to see the team playing as a team. If you ask me, I like the individual brilliance that we have. Somebody called me today and making mention of the team, that the team is weak defensively. We basically would have run through that already. So we basically know that this midfield is pretty much new, so to speak. Daniel Johnson, the Rastaman. And, you know, I want the Rastaman find farm, you know. Of course, the coach must smart, big deal. Of course. Yeah, me trust the process. Me not trust the coach. Because the coach can fail, don't it? Yeah, man. So even if the coach had a front three in mind, he didn't want to give away too much. So I think that was a very good and you see the coach full of humor, you know, that me like about the vibes we bring. Rashid is a I think he works with, I don't know if it is TVG or the RGR communication group, but yeah, he's one of those journalists. Yeah, I think I like the vibe that he brings. He tried to soften or lighten the whole atmosphere. So he tries to give a crack a few jokes here and there and being, you know, corny at times, but he doesn't want to give away a lot. You understand? He doesn't want to give away a lot. Yeah, but the thing is, you know, them say King now have no glory in our own country, you know. And based off this team that was selected, I've listened to a whole lot of stuff. People send me videos and them thing there, and a whole heap of people. A whole lot of people talking about this team. We are the only ones that are saying we are the only ones that are basically saying that this player should be there, that player should be there, that player should be out. I mean, we probably kind of more intimate to the team than others, but a lot of people are basically what you call it now. A lot of people are saying that this is a very strong team. You know what I mean? But I don't want us to get ahead of ourselves, and that's why I'm happy that the coach allow us to know that. I mean, they are not listening to the voices. They are not listening to the crowd. They are not listening to the sounds that are floating around. You understand? They are basically going about this game at minute by minute, a game at a time. So you're talking about winning the competition. They have not even kicked the ball yet. And that's what the coach wants to emphasize. You understand? So I like the coach's approach. Yeah, man, I like him approach. He wants to, you know, not think about the end when you haven't started. And that is especially going into a tournament, you know. Going into a tournament is very, very tricky. You understand? Going into a tournament is very tricky. So for me, I believe this man knows how the tournament thing go. He knows how tournaments go. You understand? And he basically wants to progress through the rounds. I mean, get the cobwebs out by playing your first game. See what you can conjure from that game. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's basically what he wants to do. That's basically how he wants to go about doing his thing. You understand? So there and then this coach is approaching it cautious, even though a lot of chatter is going around that the team is a bad team, the baddest team around town. You understand? The coach wants to take it a game at a time. Plus, if we are get the name, we have to go do the damage. We have to go make it count. You get what I say? So if we are get all these accolades, I will not kick a ball and everybody are rate us up on paper, you know. Then certainly we have to go make it count. And for them not to be listening to what is happening, I think it is a means of not putting a lot of pressure. But the coach did say that they put a lot of pressure on themselves. So obviously they would have set a target. They would have set a goal to this one. You get what I say? And they want to achieve that. You understand? Hey, Blair, nobody have the badness today, no, Blair. Nobody have the badness today, Blair. Yeah. Yeah, man. Definitely, Fresh God. Fabian, definitely. You want to take the pressure off the team, and hence the reason why. Jason Guna, you did in the comment section in the press conference ask a question there. Big up yourself for you. Who Blair that? Who Blair attack? Blair. Who you attack, Blair? Brian Sims, big up yourself. Blair badness, I've got to call the show, you know. Dwight Spence, big up yourself. All right, call in the show, people. Call in the show. Rob Smith, big up yourself. Yeah, man. The coach, and you can know when somebody is very understanding, you know. It's not only football the coach understands, you know. I think the coach understands psychology and human beings. You understand? And he's using it a lot in his press conference. I don't know if he's using it a lot in his training sessions. You understand? All right. Overall, the team is good, but the middle is a concern. We have 4 key attackers for 3 for positions and who is going to get the ball to the forward. Yeah, I think all of us can agree, Cranky, that we have an issue with the midfield. Yeah, man. I remember they are going to be training during games, you know, because they play one tomorrow and then 4 days time again. You know, you have to recover and then you put some things into play to get some tactical work done. You understand? So they're going to be having time together, and that is a good thing about this. Yeah, man. And that may I say, big deal. You have to study psychology, you know. Claude Murphy say if we win the tournament, he might take off him boots, season it, and eat it. What go on, Fabian?
Wagwan.
There, I know. Me never expect to see a palace streamer still enough. Fabian.
Me tell you, say, on the force me to come out of retirement for the football, man.
It was out of retirement, people.
Yeah, man, you see me all up on my football jersey. Me out of retirement.
Hold on, a carnival jersey that?
One and only.
Jano Star.
Me out of retirement now, man. Out. If they mess up the Gold Cup, though, me gone. Me done with me. This is the last chance me I
You
give
say
them.
last try this?
Last try me I give them.
All right, sir.
Last try. But if they mess up this Gold Cup, I eat that. Me done with them completely. But the coach, as I was saying in the comment section, this coach, he knows how to handle questions, and even some questions that I think would be tough for him to answer. The coach just handle it in a very calm and respectable way. I love how he handles interviews. He does enough to give you enough information, but not too much information.
That me say, man. That me say a while ago. Him say a lot, but him still not say a lot.
Him say a lot, but him not say a lot.
Yeah.
So he will give you information, but as it relates to anything about playing style, how we gonna play, who we gonna start, all of those things, he will not give you anything about with that. I love how he answered the question about the front three. I love where he said, are you picking my team for me?
him have a sense of you, my man.
Yo, it's like, because everybody expect that front three, but that answer that him give right now is like him I say, yo, brother, I match not started. Oh, you know what my front three? You get what me I say? And we can only assume if it's even a front three or a front two or a front one.
Hey, know yourself. Oh, you mean after me now say Fabian is not a day one person. Fabian just come out of retirement from football, brother. You don't notice how Fabian is missing out of the football world. The man come out of retirement. And that way I talk about know yourself. Yeah, continue, Fabian.
Hey, man, I must say my heart. It's not about hard week. Me just decided to stay up on the track and left the field alone. But coach and his friend them drag me back into this football thing here, you know. And them drag me back into this football and I give them one last chance. So, but I'm looking forward to the tournament. The question, I don't think some of the questions make sense. Like the question about Whisper, like every press conference, you're gonna ask the same question about Whisper. Like the coach said that 1,000,001 times. The only thing I would say about that question was that it was directed to Bobby Reed. So coming from a player's perspective, but you still don't expect any player to throw another player under the bus. It's not gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. Some of the questions I don't think it was the forum for it. Like for instance, the JPL players, like the coach addressed this a long time ago.
Yeah, me
It
kind
is not
of
mandatory.
like that question. They kind of divisive.
Yeah, it is divisive, and it is not. You see, it is not mandatory for any JPL player to be in the team. Jamaica is Jamaica. So I think what this coach has done, input all the players in a bag. Put all JPL, overseas, America, US, wherever. Although yes, America, same thing. Europe, wherever. And then from this pool, he selected his
best
squad. Not my best squad, not your best squad, his best squad. And this is the squad that he believes he can take to the Gold Cup and get a positive result. Who am I to say to him, you should have added at least one JPL player, at least 2 JPL players? It is not my squad.
And Fabian, that's why me say no. The coach made his decision. How am I going to hold him accountable now if he goes into the tournament and him not perform? Then me I go beat him.
Yes, that is the time you beat him.
Or me I go criticize him in such a way that he understands, say, boy, look at me make a mistake, or look at me do this, look at me do that. But right now, we can't criticize the team until we see them play. I know we are having a challenge with the midfield. What if the coach is not having a challenge? Same like how people having a challenge with the team from Jamaica, but outsiders love the team.
Yeah, but coach, I mean, there's no way. All right, so this is what I don't like with Jamaicans. So we have a problem with the midfield. Yes, I do agree. But in order to fix it, you have to give different players chances. You have to give different combinations game time. Now, when you try to fix this midfield by introducing new players who play at different levels, you know what the next thing people saying? Oh, no camaraderie, no chemistry go be in the team. We have to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere. I don't necessarily like the midfield right now. In our midfield, when I'm going over my starting 11 in my head, Russell looks good and Lati Bodier looks good. But again, I'm looking at this, looking at how am I going to start two players in the midfield who have never played, who have played probably one game together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can't expect a big jump to say we're going to fix the midfield in one window and one competition. It's going to be a gradual thing. And he has looked at many midfielders. And to be honest, barring the one mistake that Russell made in that friendly game, I think he had a really good game. And I think both Russell and Lati Bodier, they are very two good choices or two good options there to have in that midfield. And I know Lati Bodier can play in the defense line also, but I just like how he plays in that midfield. He provides a very good cover for the back four in that midfield.
Yeah.
And then Russell always looking for a forward pass. I really love that about him. Always looking to go forward. Our front four speak for itself. Pace, power, skill. Whichever four is there. Because whether it is Bobby Reed, Bailey, Antonio, Demari Gray, Whisper, Burke, Nicholson, Paris, they all have the same pace, skill. Yeah, get what I'm saying? So our front line has pace to burn. Whichever four our combination the coach will work with. My biggest concern was in defense. And I mean, I was one of those persons who I thought that Richard King should have been there. I wouldn't kick out anybody to put him in. I just think I would have brought Richard King. But after thinking about it and looking at it, you have to remember Richard King plays on the right side of defense. So on the right side of defense, you have Deshaun Bernard, Richard King, and Damian Lowe. 3 right-sided centre-backs there. And then we basically only have 2 left-sided centre-backs, which is Adrian Mariappa and Ethan Pinnock. So a lot of persons are saying Maps don't know we shouldn't bring Maps. But Maps is basically one of 2 left-sided central defenders that we have there. And he has a lot of experience. He has played with Andre before. Remember, Damian is coming off a muscle injury. We don't know how fit he will be for the game. So Maps, we did have to bring Maps because you don't want to go in a tournament and you're starting 2 new centre-back, a new centre-back pairing with a goalkeeper. What if you go and Damian Lowe hasn't fully recovered to start the game and you don't bring Maps? You realize you're going to start 2 youngsters in front of you as a central defensive pair. You get what I'm saying? So I think a lot of the problems that we come up with, there are solutions to them if we just think a little deeper.
Yeah, it's just that the team or the players will have to think about their roles, play their roles according to how the coach set out that to be done. Also, I think the coach is also cautious about spreading his team throughout a tournament, 23-man squad. I think he's about that as well, the betterment of the players and ensuring that they are safe and protected. So I think that is also in the back of his mind. Welcome to Marlon. Welcome to Cranky. Cranky, go ahead. What say you?
So I'll start with the negatives first because I want to emphasize the positives. I think the midfield is challenged. I hear you guys talking about 4 up top. I think we have 3 positions up top. We don't have a creative midfielder. We don't have a 10. So I'll be curious what the coach put on the field. Does he put 3 across? Does he play with a 10 and who be in that 10 position? Because we have no definitive 10 position. So midfielders challenge. Russell has ability, but he's slow. DJ is supposed to be the 10, so you can move DJ further forward. Then who plays beside DJ? Is that Letty playing beside Russell? So I've been curious to see what combinations we have. We would love to have all 4 of our attacking players on the field simultaneously, but I don't think that's going to happen. Given you need to balance the team out, and the midfield need to be balanced with the rest of the team. As it relates to defense, it's an interesting one. I think we're good on the wings between Lemby on the right with Javane Brown, I think played well in the last practice game. On the left, we have Taxi and we have Amari. I think we're good there. In the heart of the defense, so I have Russell Slow in the middle. Then my 2 center half. We know Lowe is not 100%, no matter what anyone says. Hard to come off hamstring injury and be 100% in a very short window. And Mariappa, even though I love Maps, I think Maps should be an assistant coach on the bench because I think Maps. I watched Maps play for the last few times he played for Jamaica. This window before in this window, Maps has lost a ton of speed. And you can't carry anyone in these competitions. So it's hard for Maps to turn. In fact, Maps just watch people run by him sometimes, which is interesting. So we love the experience. We love the vibes. We love his service. But at some time, you have to go transition the service from being on the field to being on the bench. And he's probably doing his badges. So we'd love him to be part of the program. But I think his time has come. I'm comfortable with my goalkeeper. I'm comfortable with my goalkeepers all in general. And I'm very happy with my forward line. We have 4 people for 3 positions, I said before. All 4 work. Gray can play center forward. Obviously, Antonio can be the preferred person. And Bailey on the wing, with Gray on the wing, and with Bobby Reed. We're well statured there. And we also have Nicholson, who I think has a lot of ability, but he needs to be able to put the ball in the goal because you can't be a center forward and you can't score. I love Nicholson's hold-up play. I think Nicholson has improved immensely in his hold-up play and his ability to get by players, but he doesn't know where the goal is. I mean, you had me ask the coach in the press conference what he's going to do about goal scoring, and he said he has better players coming. So I thought it was an interesting point that he made when he provided that answer. So I do think, yes, there are other parties outside of our community who they love the name brand we have with the Reggae Boyz who have joined the team, who play in the Premier League. They look all great. But a team is 11 players. A team needs cohesion and togetherness. And we're working on those things. So I'm happier with this team than I've been in a while, given the additions we have made. My hope is that the cohesiveness manifests itself on the field. Because no matter how much people put together, any time to coordinate, work together, understand each other, work for each other. And I'm sure the vibes in the camp is good. If the press conferences are any indication of how things are going, I haven't heard any leakage talking about things not working, logistics or otherwise. So I'm assuming things are going well. So my hope is that cohesiveness, collaboration, how they're coalescing is going to materialize on the field, and most importantly, in their performance. And I'm sorry I'm not going to the game. Now I thought about, maybe I should have gone to the game, but that's too late. But I actually thought about going today. I said, I just go buy a ticket and even though I like flying in, I drive down, get a ride down or something, but I say, I'll wait for the other time. But no, I'm hopeful that that we can perform well. Whether we will win or not, because I think people underestimate the US team, whether it's MLS or not. They have a volume of players who are all sort of similar level and play well and are all trying to prove they should be the starting 11 for those teams which are mainly based on overseas playing players. And my final point is this, coach. You will never have consensus on the teams that you pick for any given country. Never.
Mm-hmm.
And people need to realize that for most countries, think about Argentina or Brazil, for example, their players play overseas. So if they do well in the local league, they migrate overseas, and that's how they pick their team. So if you were that good, you would get a contract overseas. That's how it works. So people shouldn't be concerned or perturbed that locally developed players who play in the JPL don't get called. It will happen, coach. But these things take time, right? They take time.
Yeah.
So,
But Cranky, you made mention of the team as 11 players, of course. But we have to think about also the supporting cast, persons coming
No, I'm
from
talking
off the bench and so forth, because they have to have some sort of chemistry. I think the last game we played, when the changes were made, the team looked out of sorts. So that is
well, no, the
also
coach
critical.
11 I'm talking about is 11 on the field. So whether you're coming on as a substitute or you're starting,
so now that
when you're on the
Cranky,
field, yeah. No, it's all 23 should be coalesced. No, should be, I agree.
Yeah,
But I'm saying it's all about the 11 that's playing at the time now, because of what time they're playing on the field, right? So that camaraderie
yes.
and that togetherness needs to be for the not only 23 but for the 50. Because when you come in, if you have replacement, so we need to build that vibes as a community in terms of how we operate, how we work, support each other, and hopefully people will get the opportunity and prove their worth so they can be in the team.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. All right, before we get Marlon's expertise, Brain big up yourself. The squad converted Fabian into a belief. Hey, Brain love bonfire upon Fabian and say, Brian Sims, big up yourself. Reggae Boyz need to bring home the hardware this Gold Cup. It's overdue. All right. Marlon, what say you?
Yeah, man, big up Fabian, and Kanki, bless up yourself. Coach, big up everybody in the chat.
Bless.
Yeah, man. I think, as I said, it's a couple hours before, 24 hours before the game kickoff, right? 25 hours. So I think from the press conference, everything seems to go in smooth. Persons were asking questions. I think the coach, being a professional and answer the questions, right? Basically. But as Cranky said about the midfield, we all know that's our weak point, and I think that's USA's strongest point on the field. Although there be players playing together for the first time, I think Sands and Morris probably might be the first time both of them played. So I don't know how cohesive both of them will be being in the center of the park here. At the top, whether it's Mihailovic or Sorona, three of them will be playing for the first time as well. So I don't think there will be that fluidity. But one thing I know they have of us, they'll be much sharp, much fitter than us, because basically, majority of their players are in season now. So that's one thing. The defense line, I think Maps and Lowe will probably be the two starting players here, going from experience and going from both players understanding each other playing. Right, right back is still open. Lambasika or Brown can start. I don't think nobody has really selected that spot already. But both of them, I don't think both of them there, I think it's the same energy. I think one attack more and one defend more. So that's stability there. Left side is same way. I don't think you lose nothing from Taxi and Bell. But if we can get the midfield out, as I said yesterday, coach, if we can get the midfield to perform 60% against USA, we should get a positive result, and we cannot lose this game. This game is very, very important. They need to start strong, right? So a win or a draw. I think most as Cranky said, most persons are going crazy about the players' name. For me, I still have Mexico as a favorite to win the tournament. Panama has a team. Panama might have the best functional team on paper right now. So we can't write them off. Right? So I think as a team out there, Mexico have changes and still not at the best. US have a new team coming. Canada has a big turnaround in their team as well. Right? At least for us, we can say we have players who have played together already, but we're not functional as a team as yet. So I think what I think, as long as the tournament go through, getting out of a group into the quarterfinal, you see the best of the team. Because the more they play together, you see a better performance.
All right, we have a caller online, but before we get the caller online, news reaching the desk of the coach, and that's Coach Minze. Disciplinary committee on the CONCACAF. So 4 players have been given suspension. Cesar Montes from Mexico, 3-match suspension. Gerardo Ortega, Mexico, 2-match suspension. Weston McKinney, US, 3-match suspension. And Sergio Dest, US, 2-match suspension. This has to do with the incident that took place in the semifinals, the Nations League.
So, coach, if they were smart, they would have added them to their Gold Cup squad, put them on the bench, they can serve their time and move forward. They probably missed that window.
Yeah,
But the question is, what other window is it going to be for them to play in a competition to serve their time? It's going to be
very tricky
interesting.
because on Cranky, remember they're not playing Nation League. So not until the semi-final of the Nation League, that's where the suspension come in. Or it probably Copa America.
Probably Copa America.
The
Yeah.
squads would have been submitted before the semi-finals.
I know. That's part of the problem they face.
Yeah. All right, we have a call online. Caller, welcome.
Manners, coach. Respect.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Bless up to everybody, everyone, and everything. Coach, I heard someone ask a question. You see, and you kind of discuss me about local player come up again. Tomorrow the match. You notice that when even the question asks, oh, Bobby Reed countenance on his face change. When the coach had to explain. Yeah, man. I mean,
Alex asked
tomorrow
the
the match.
But we're not sure if I'm still.
Tomorrow the match, coach. Tomorrow the match, coach, man. Oh God, man. And you're gone back on that. The coach explain. Actually, every chance the coach get him explain about the local player, them and what have you. Every chance. Tomorrow the match, man. Call in and talk about local player. They are not there. The coach pick the best team possible. You understand? You can't do that. Yo, let me tell you, some man not think, I don't know, write them them question before they can ask, I don't know think. You understand? Some man will just stop push certain agenda. You understand me? Unity we are dealing with. Nothing we don't want distract we are now. Tomorrow match, Jamaica win 3-1 or 3-0. Simple. We don't want nothing to distract with. You hear me I say?
Yeah.
So we don't want nobody come with no negative. Please, me I beg on no people. Stop coming with them kind of narrative, them man. Just heal up the youth, them and give them strength for tomorrow, brother. And we enjoy the victory. See me there?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Bless us for helping the coach. Man has a respect here, sir.
So Alex, me hear say you,
man.
if I know you, Alex, just make we know say na you because I hear name me see right up in the comment section.
And Alex asked the
No,
question.
coach, it wasn't Alex. It's somebody by the name of Rashid or something.
Rashid Parchment. Okay. So Alex, I apologize for saying it is you. Me hear say you. I understand.
Hey, Alex, you can bear the burden for others. It's teamwork, Alex, teamwork.
Alex, big up yourself, Alex. We're glad to honor you. Because man, they have some cat and nine over here for you, man. But we're happy to honor you. So, gentlemen, in terms of the starting 11, how would we put together a starting 11 for a game like this? Given the talent that we see that we have in this competition, or the talk about the Reggae Boyz team.
All right, let me go first. So there's this thing going around, and I think we need to put a stop to it. Maybe it's because we're not used to having quality in a squad. But I realize that a lot of persons are just looking at just the starting 11, trying to fit all the big names into the starting 11. But a starting 11 doesn't win a competition, a squad does. And having players, big name players on your bench is what every coach wants. So I don't want us to have this idea that we're trying to fit all the star players. We are going to need quality off the bench. All the top teams in the world have depth. And right now, for the past few years, we have struggled with feeling a quality 11, much less to have depth. This is the first time I think we have depth in attacking positions. We have real good depth in attacking positions, and that is a very good problem to have. So, to be honest, this coach can go with at least 5 different formations tomorrow, and we shouldn't have any complaints. 5 different team selections, and we shouldn't have any complaints. For me, to be honest, the only person I think that is sure starting is our captain. That is, and I think Maps and Damian Lowe. I think the centre backs pick themselves and the goalkeeper.
Hold on the Fabian. May I try to help you there? See if I can put up that thing.
Okay.
When I see you play them, all right.
Yes.
So who are your goalkeeper?
Skipper, Blakey.
All right.
Mariappa on the left side, Damian Lowe on the right side. And Maria. I mean and Mariappa. I mean by right Mariappa would be on the left, but it don't really matter. This is
I'll
just
switch him, man.
yeah. Oh, all right. I just want image. I think the coach has headache as it relates to the wing backs though. Because you're looking at Taxi, who has a lot of experience, and then you're looking at Amari Bell, who has had a solid outing, and then you also have Lembaskia, who can also play on the left side. Lembikisa. Oh God, I'm sorry. Sorry, Dexter.
Who's Lembaski? I don't know that player. Who's that player?
Don't know that name. Sorry, Lembikisa. Sorry, Dexter. But I would go with. I think I would start Bell and at left back, and Javian Brown at right back. My problem with Javian Brown is he just cannot seem to play a full 90. I don't know why, but he just cannot seem to play a full 90 minutes. I don't know why. So that would be my back four for the midfield now. This is where the headache is. Lati Bodier has to start for me. Lati Bodier has to start for me. That's the first thing. And you know, I would throw both of them in there. I would throw Russell in there beside Lati Bodier. Is a 3-man midfield may I use here?
Okay.
Yeah, so bring in Daniel in the number 10 position. Bring DJ in the number 10 position. And again, if Bobby Reid has played number 10 for us in previous games and has done well, I think 2 of his best goals have been scored from him playing that number 10 role for Jamaica. Outside right, that picks itself. That's Leon. That's Bailey outside right. Antonio in the number 9. And so Mikel Antonio in the number 9 position. And out left, I would start Bobby Reid. And for all those people who are going to knock me, yes, I will bring Damari off the bench.
I don't think nobody can fight with that. What people?
So this is how I would start.
So, coach, I'll give you my team next.
Yeah, man. People, wanna grade that team here. Marlon, what you say about that team here?
Yeah, I have Gray coming off the bench in the first game as well. The only I think for me still my team I was set it as 4-1-4-1. That the back four will have a shield. So when the wing back goes up, if the centre back goes in the channel to cover for the wing back, the CDM can drop back in a centre back role. So that's the only difference. That's the only difference I have in mind.
You see the problem I have with this team now, Fabian. These 2 players will be shielding the back, right? If you only have one to shield the back, you're gonna have a depleted midfield. DJ and Russell alone. You get what I say? So unless Bobby or Leon have got come back in the middle to make it a 4 or 5 in the middle less again.
You know what? Coach,
that problem I have with this.
May have one next variation of this, you know.
No, you can't give me variation.
You only get one variation, man.
I want to get.
Yeah, pick 2. The coach only get one team. Picking them, I get 2.
One team get. So let me tell you, grade them. Big deal then say 1. Carson say 8.
So like,
6.5. Brian say 8.5.
Then if the coach,
yeah,
one chance me get, take Brown out and put Dexter in then.
All right.
One chance me get take out Brown then.
You fall for your pressure.
Yes, me fall for pressure because if I one chance me get take out Brown.
All right, so. All right, so me see 8.5, me see 7, me see 5.5. 5.5, 8. Big deal say grant anything. 5, 7, 7.5, 8, 6, 6.5. You don't get no bad too much a bad score. 5, 7. Man say 1, 8.5, 7.5. Yeah, I give that team. You see, I will give me comments after still in, but you see the midfielder, it kind of make it look away still. So Cranky, you say you want to drop your one. We finish with Fabian. Fabian average about 7.
How my tactics or play.
Yeah.
Because you worry about the midfield. You worry about the midfield. The midfield is me have to put Lati with Russell because Russell I kind of like one snail. And then the fact that Lati Bodier can play defense, he will play more of a number 6 role, and Russell will play more of a number 8 role. But he would not be pushing forward. So what that does, that gives the front 4 freedom to attack the 3 behind Antonio, the Bobby Reed, the Bailey. They will have the freedom there to roam and play fluid because they have both Russell and Lati Bodier covering the back 4 for them. You understand? So that Cranky, that is where me get the front 4 from.
Okay.
Yes, me still feel say midfield.
Let me help you.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
So I'm playing 4-2-3-1. I'm gonna play a very attacking team. I'm putting my best players on the field because I'm playing against a possession-based team. I'm putting my most athletic team on the field because the coach like to press and the US like to keep the ball. So I want to make them feel my pressure. So I have Blake in goal, Bell left. I have Bernard and Lowe, and I have Dexter.
Right. Well,
Mariappa too slow for me. Can't recover. Can't move. Can't react. Even though I think Bernard is a little bit rash, I do need mobility in my defense.
A two, man. That way, no, when the nurse still enough.
No, we're not a nurse. We're not a nurse thing. In the midfield, I have Lati, DJ beside Lati, and this is gonna be an interesting one now. And I have Gray playing the 10. So Gray gonna be the 10, and Gray's playing in front of the 2 of DJ and Lati. And the reason why Gray's the 10 is because even though Gray means to play in wing, he has played quite a bit of center forward for Everton. So he used to be in the middle of the park. He has the ability to make a pass, and with the right pace, he has skills to get by people. When you're in the middle of the park, you're closer to your goal. He can get the ball through wide or get the ball through to his center forward Antonio, and he also pick the ball up from DJ and Lati. And then out wide, I have Bobby left, Bailey right, and Antonio front. That's my team. So my team is going to be a pressing team, very athletic, playing fast, possession based, very attacking in nature. But I have the mobility in the midfield with Lati and DJ provide coverage of my defense. And then I have my phenoms up front to allow the other team to play more defensively because they have to try to stifle my attack. So I'm going to use my attack as a part of my defense and use my athleticism to help to compensate for some maybe composure I may not have. So that's my team.
All right, people. I want to grade that team from Cranky. I say, both the team, this is a bad team.
I think this team is a 10. If I grade it myself, because it's my team.
No, Cranky. You can't grade
10. In fact, I think, you know what? That's not true. I think it's 10.5. I think I'm underestimating what my score should be. It's about a 10 or a 0.5, 11. Because I get extra grade for the creativity I put in grade in the middle. So, you get extra points in the US, coach. In Jamaica, we don't do that. But in Jamaica, in the US, and if you do more work than the teacher asks for, you get additional grade, So I put a 0.5 or a 1, so 10.5 out of 10.
Cranky, be yourself now,
Hey,
man.
we can't talk about Cranky team like that.
Hold on, let me score them and then you shred it out.
I have defense for every part of my team. So I welcome criticism of my team.
Well, on the cranky. You soon get a chance to defend your 10.5. 10.5 in a sprint, in a slow sprinting still in the but anyways, are you choose 10.5?
No, woman. That's woman. That's a woman's sprint. I take the woman.
But a male team we are
I world
talking about.
record. I know, but world record. Woman, I world record. So
All right. Kemar said 10, Pristine said 9. Triple E said 8, Carson 9, 9.5, Mikhail, Nitro 9, Sham 6, 9, Jamra 9. Weird. Osric 10. Hold on. 9 from Dre, 10 from Len, Lewis, Tennessee, 10, 9 from Fresh, Switch Bobby and Gray, 9. Hey,
no,
Jarvis
Bobby
Paris-
can't. Bobby's not a CDM. I watch Bobby play. No, he's not a 10. Bobby, even if he score great goals from the 10, he's not a 10. He's not used to playing in the 10 position for any team except for Jamaica.
All right. 29.
Play right back and play right wing and play all over the field except no creativity to play 10. You don't have the creativity to play 10, coach.
Tyrone Williams 9 and
He's
a
a
half.
player, he's a player 10 on a cranky for Bristol City. You know. I tell you, he used to play for them.
Yeah, I don't see him play 10 for Fulham.
No, man, he played was about 2 games that season when something when he injured.
But it's not his best. But I think Gray's a better 10 than Bobby because Gray
Yeah,
plays
because,
center forward for Everton.
I think Gray best season last season where he scored 9 goals or 8 goals last season when he was playing in the attacking midfield role. Right? He was up there.
Yeah, man. Gray can play 10, man. Because Gray's a better passer than Bobby. You want a ball between the line to get you forward, either Bailey or Tony or Bobby run onto it. Him can make that little subtle pass in between the line to get to the forward.
Yeah. All right.
And can link up with Antonio too as a centre forward. So no, I think that's, to me, that's the best team. I do the coach would play it this way, but
The front line very interchangeable.
Yeah, they can do that. Yeah, they can do that.
For me, so no. I think I get more from Bobby Reid on the right hand side more than Bailey. Trust me.
that's possible. I think Bailey prefer on the right though, right? You're playing, him prefer play right than play left.
Yeah, but
So you're right. Bobby also you think so. Bobby will be better on the right to support Dexter, because Dexter more help than what Amari may need. So you're right about that switch, Marlon, in terms of defensive cover from the wing. But I think Bailey's gonna play where he wants to play. So I don't think he's gonna play on the left. And I also picked Dexter over Javain because the last Mexico game I watched, where Javain struggled with tricky wingers or skillful wingers, and Dexter came on, Dexter looked really good. Javain was good in the last game with his crossing, but I'm not sure defensively he's aware as he needs to be to function effectively in that position against better teams anyway.
All right. So Fabian. What Fabian doing? Gone?
Yeah. He got erased. No, you shouldn't leave Fagan because your team got erased. You should.
Let me tell you what go on, man. You see, Cranky a politician enough, so Cranky make sure he start the ball where everybody wants to see.
I'm running to that. I'm telling you that.
No, but Fabian, think about Fabian. Think about this. We're playing the US, Fabian. We're not saving anybody. We can save people against Trinidad now. And save against St. You want to save against St. Kitts. I'm playing my best team to create fear in my opponent.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing in the MLS and you're playing against Premier League players, you're gonna know what? You're gonna be concerned.
Yeah,
so you're gonna win the.
Yeah. One next variation. This is my other variation.
Oh, so this was the one you're thinking about. Oh, okay. So you
have to make in the match changes.
We're saying can't change nothing now.
Change the game. Change it. If we make the changes in the game.
You understand? So as we say, Cranky, our name then a politician.
A politician move.
Him cheat the class and get 110.
Yeah.
Look, I've always said no.
Cranky, you would have get 10 if you start Demari Gray any other 10 player, you still get 10.
Yeah.
Them would have give you 10.
No, I can't. Look, Demaria said that he didn't come with the entitlement of starting. He sort of inferred that when he was giving his interview, right? He want to be part of the process. But people said that. He was recruited. If you bring a player and you're recruiting vehemently, you're talking 24/7, we're going to bring him on with 30 minutes left. We play in the US. If he was St. Kitts, I wouldn't start him. This is USA. He just coming off a season. He's played a lot of football. He's ready. I'm playing my best team.
It's a great any 10.
Great anytime. Yes.
Hey, you know, easy. Hey, you know one thing I like with the fans them, on a brave and bold to make certain decision, you know. But you see when time beating start take way, una first I come out a beat, you know. You think on easy, but anyways, not a bad team. Marlon, drop your team now.
Right. Changes. I will use low maps. A competition. I want to put Bernard to start against Wrestling, and it's two two defenders at the same ilk, right? I think Bernard might be a better passer than Low, better reader of the game, but both of them depend on their recovery speed most of the time when they make mistake. So I think Maps lack of pace. So I think him and Low will complement each other there. That's why I said I want to see them play 4-2-3-1. But at the same time, I want the protection for the back four, because I think the wing backs will be overlapping a lot. If Jones starts for USA, he's a person who like to go forward. So I think Bailey have to chop back a little bit, but the space will be there for him to attack, right? On the right same way, Yedlin goes forward a lot as well, or Reynolds. So I think the coach, when they go and they analyze and do everything, they should be expecting these two wingers to pick up space, have empty space here, or one of US CD might drop back. But that's the only chance that I will have, bring in Maps and start Dexter same way. As Cranky said, the first game at Qatar, he wasn't the best. Then Javin came and redeemed himself the other day, as Fabian said he didn't play the full 90 minutes. Had a good 65 minutes. Then it seemed like he had come. So I bring in Dexter there. The front three go for themselves here. Midfield same thing.
Oh, so I just Maps alone make change out of that team there.
Yeah, man.
All right, people want to say about Marlon team. Hey, DJ Dean, I don't know who you be, you know, so you have to turn on your camera so we can identify you, know, if you want to jump on the stream. I don't know.
Coach, them on a copy of a cranky paper, you know.
Oh.
Fabian, I give you two formations I can play. I said I'm going to use Mariapa and Joe because understanding between both of them. I can't have Low and Bernard. Bernard are playing Low in the first game. Right?
Hey, Coach Damon finished the test early and left, you know, without realizing he missed some answers. He missed some incorrect.
So you know they finish exam cranky and you go outside and hear people attack and you say,
Exactly.
That's a cranky. If I want to answer.
Yeah.
Another. Coach, the man them share the answer, the man tell me. The man them share answer and tell me.
Where's the share answer and tell me?
They man not part of the clique. He's not part of the clique. Look, I think this. We got to look at it because you have Maps for Bernard. I agree that Bernard is a little bit rash, and Low can be rash too. You need composure, but I think Maps is too slow. Yeah, and the US has good movement. Maps is too slow.
Would I use Bernard for you now? Cost what it will.
Cranky, at the same time, still, Maps, I think Maps alone will put that leadership around there, especially if we're starting Lambakisa. We're going to lead that leadership out there. A calm in the back line, and that's where we will miss out on Pinnock.
No, but you know what, Marlon? Limbakisa play calm, you know. And Low needs to be. Limbakisa, if you manage Low, play beside him. Limbakisa play calm. He's very thoughtful when he's defending. He's very thoughtful about how he approaches the forward. I think Low way rushing more. I think Limbakisa is pretty calm.
Well, let's be an answer.
The thing about Lambakisa, because he's 2-footed, he plays on both sides. So guess what? He's somebody is very, very hard to beat one-on-one. If you take him outside, he's very strong there. If you cut inside of him, he's very strong. So that's why in Mexico, Lozano had a hard time against him.
So that's a great point, Marlon. People wouldn't realize it's a great point, Marlon. Great point. Yeah.
On the left hand side, it's easier to beat him on the left hand side because he's playing more right side, you know.
Yeah, that's a great point you're making actually, because he's pretty balanced on both sides actually. So he doesn't really have a weak side per se.
So a lot of person don't realize that when Brown is strong on his right side. So when he cut in on his left, he have to turn. Lambert said just open up his body
Yeah.
and retrieve the ball there.
So here's another reason why I also start Gray in this game, because Gray doesn't turn. You need people not going to turn the ball over. You know, people don't seem to realize that's important. It's a good way of defending also. If I can keep the ball, you can get the ball off me. If I get the ball in difficult situations and I can make a good pass or keep it, that's part of my defense. So I want people on the field who can keep the ball. As a team, we struggle in possession, right?
That's
so I want people who can keep the ball on the field.
And Cranky, we know that around the 18-yard box, anywhere around 25 yards from goal, he's very, very daily running, picking out a pass or going for something spectacular. And that's what he bring to the attack.
Yep. I can't put him on the bench because what am I giving him? 30 minutes, 25 minutes? I don't think so. Not against the US. If we're playing same kits in the first game, possibly, but not against the US. I want the US to go into the game, have psychological fear that, you know what? This offensive firepower coming at me, I have to be more defensive and play with more caution. That gave me more latitude, more freedom on the field, and more spacing to operate. So, yeah, I don't think I would want to not play Gray in that game.
And that's what he has on a Cranky. He knows to drop himself in the pocket. When I come inside midfield and the attacking midfielder goes outside, he's very good at doing that. That's the difference between him and Bailey as a winger. Bailey's going to stay outside wide because he needs the pace. He needs space to express himself. But Gray will come and find himself in a little pocket and give himself a body turn, pick out a pass or go for a goal.
Well on the Cranky. You look at the Reggae exam for chewing of Fabian. Marlon initially said, nah, start Gray now. And because Cranky get the answer there, right?
Coach, I said it's two formations that I've used. I said I want to use Russell, right? But I said in its first game, when you look at it, but when you see when they have USA, when you see management start a double think, when we set up the team, I'm not sure Robinson will play. For one, there's still conversation that he's not 100% fit as yet. So that's another thing. But if you want to go and make a statement in the first game, you go with the big guns.
Yeah, me think so too. And this might be one of the toughest game in the group stage against the top team, the defending champion. They have to go all out for real. All right, we have DJ Dean on the stream. DJ Dean, welcome. We're not here.
I'm DJ Dean.
No, I'm not muted. We just not hear him.
DJ wants to use sign language, but I'm not sign language. Not DJ.
What if you unmute the mic in the settings?
Sometimes your speaker system, you know, you have to go in your system and check. Yeah.
Are you muted on your computer or something?
Yeah. Probably system muted.
All right, while him find the mute button, I mean,
he's muted now.
You're mute.
Hold on, you can hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, good evening, man. Thank you so much for having me on the platform.
Big up yourself.
Very good feedback so far, man. And I like the structure of the team from both. Well, Cranky team look good. I like the team that Cranky put up. I wouldn't use maps though. I wouldn't use maps in this team because of the intensity that I would expect from US team in the first game.
And the coach mentioned it in the press conference too, you know.
Yeah, because remember that map should have played those games in Australia, those 2 90-minute games, you know.
Yes.
You understand? But I don't know the level of fitness that Damian is coming in with. I agree that both Damian and Bernard, the game that I've seen with Bernard, he's a little bit of a no-nonsense rush tackler. And Damian has grown, has matured some especially when he's playing with Pinnock. But I don't know, especially with his injury that he's coming in with, it's gonna be very tentative, especially with the back line, not giving away too many fouls and picking up any cards. You know, we have replacements in Latibodir and we have Bernard that are in the squad, which is good. But You know, I see that the coach may utilize Latin Bodier more as a box-to-box midfielder, you know. So the team itself, and then the other thing about it too is we cannot expect the team to be playing individually. Again, yes, we have some big names in the team first, as we have been mentioning. We have assembled a team as this, but we have to play number one as a team. So we know that Bobby Reed, we know that Leon, we know Mikel Antonio have done their defensive duties in their clubs. We have seen what they have been doing in their clubs. But for some reason at times, we don't get that same level of intensity and energy on the national scene. And I'm hoping that this tournament will bring that with this coach as well. So I will expect that, you know, when it's comes time for us to defend, that they will definitely come back and help the right back and the left back. Yeah. But I do like Gray in that position because, you know, with Gray in that cam position, this man is not afraid to shoot. Yes, he can help out on the right side with Bobby. They can switch if need be to make some changes there, which is fine. But I do like him behind that behind Mikel, especially with how he's aggressive towards goal. Bailey, I heard what's his name again there? His father name again, man. You know, I'd mentioned playing Bailey in that role. But I don't think Bailey, from what I've seen, Bailey played in the national colors. I don't see him playing a cam role. You know, sometimes he tend to overdo it at times. I'd rather him overdo it on the wings than in the center of the park like that. As Frankie pointed out, turnovers is very costly, and that's another form of defense as well. And I hope that we don't get those turnovers that we are accustomed to with this team. I hope that we play discipline, and I hope that we play with a mindset of playing till the final whistle. You know, not giving up on any plays and play as a team. You know, that's the only way that we're going to advance through this tournament. And we can't take any team lightly. Not even St. Kitts, because these are hungry teams. We can't take any team lightly. So we have to realize that, especially if every media is talking about our team, that we must realize that we are not coming into this tournament as the underdogs, even though the United States are defending champions. Every team will be coming at Jamaica. We're in a group with two of our main rivals in the group stage. So imagine that. You know? So we're doing a wonderful job. And the next thing I want to point out before I jump off, guys, is you know, the internet has its benefits and it has its flaws. Some of these press conferences, some people don't need to get invited to these press conferences, brother. If you're not following up the football and hear the previous interviews with the coach, certain questions that need to be constantly asked every single interview. You know, so it does make us look very stupid and lack intelligence, man. Some questions does not need to be asked. Ask about who is in the squad. Ask about the fitness level or any concerns about the people who are in the squad. Ask about Ethan Pinnock that we know that should be joining the squad. What's the expectation for him? But not ask about who didn't get picked. Come on, no, man. We need to join around the team, rally around the team, and support what we have. You understand? Yeah, man. You guys are doing a good job, man.
All right, big up yourself,
Coach.
DJ Dean. Yeah, Balakar online.
Yeah. Afternoon to all our panelists and people in my chat.
Next Balakar.
Starting level, starting level, me just my opinion.
We don't want no Nicholas, we don't want no Nicholas from you before you start.
My opinion, up Maria Part, the youth they come on in the first game we play against Qatar in the second half. If he said we can put in the youth the maps.
Who is the youth? They have to tell who the youth there.
Coach, can't remember the ball of the name. You see me? But I think I did in first game. I think I want you from England.
Now Bernard, come on for maps. Now Bernard, come on for maps. Bernard, come on for Bernard came on.
But remember, the coach took him off and said that he realized that he might pick up a red card. Was it?
Yes, he got the ball between his legs the first time, then he made a rash play the second time. Yeah.
Yes. So I just that is
Not in the
also
quarter.
answering the question about him being rash. For some players, I see a little conversation taking place in the comment section.
Yeah,
but
he's
the
rash.
coach did say that
Coach,
in the press conference. Not
all
this
right.
latest one.
Mariappa, I want good player. Nah, go around him. But for this first game, we see some weakness in a Mariappa and stuff like that. God left him. Nah, say no in his squad. He can their own squad. But me no believe say in the start. Just that. But otherwise from him starting the level look good. You see me? But you understand, starting the level look good. Antonio, Leon Bailey. And some of the time Gray as the attacking midfield can switch with Leon Bailey or Bobby Reed at any time. You understand? Because remember, say any one of them can play in the 10 role, so they can rotate whenever they want and stuff like that. You understand?
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer Gray to come off for one I wing them. Probably can come off and make Bobby Reed slide through him. He play more better there, so when he come inside,
they're more
and I
effective.
kick off in right foot. Yeah. So I don't that me did have a problem with that thing, you see me, but right back. So we'll see what go on tomorrow. You see me, but the future we go win 3-1. Me they say 3-1.
You think we're gonna win 3-1?
Gray, Leon Bailey, Shamar Nichols off my bench.
Okay.
Yeah. But we say they must score a goal, and that go kind of wake we up, and we go start play some ball and score some goal. You understand? So something upon the panel. It sound like me here, Stan at the panel.
Yes, but I'm here.
So what you think about Taxi Lawrence, a centre back? I mean, just ask.
I have never seen Taxi play there now. I think people have proposed Amari Bell at centre back because we don't have any left footer to play centre back, even though it's not a mandatory thing, but it helps from a positioning standpoint. But some people have suggested Amari play centre back, and that would then involve either Lambakisi or Lawrence playing on the left. So that's a possibility. But I haven't seen Amari play centre back. Maybe he has, but I haven't seen him.
He played in a back. He played centre back in a back three. Taxi has played
That's
centre
a little
back.
bit different from a back two now. That's a little different from a back two.
And a lot of person don't realize that because Taxi played centre back when all of New York Red Bulls defenders were totally out injured. Him and Ireland were playing centre back.
Okay.
But that's a long time ago.
And him play for new club too.
But
the coach haven't really seen Taxi now. Have the coach seen Taxi?
Mexico.
Mexico gave him come on play Amari Bell. Yeah.
Okay.
No, he come on and play for the wing.
Yeah, man.
Come on play in midfield.
Yeah, you're right. He did come on.
Midfield incomplete.
Yeah.
I think the left side of the centre back is a problem.
Yeah.
And it shows that we need to come up with Pinnock because we don't feel comfortable with the cover we have now. Pinnock. We need to come up with Pinnock. And I don't think Pinnock is coming for this tournament.
Yeah. All right. When Pinnock and Damian Lowe play, Pinnock with a more calmer head, make talk to Damian Lowe and Damian Lowe play better. You understand? Maps and Damian Lowe play a lot, and we not see that where Ethan Pinnock bring and make Damian Lowe and talk to. You understand? Leadership.
Well, big deal then. No say Pinnock on him way, I don't know.
Yes.
Big deal then.
No, but even if in the funny way, coach, me not feel saying that start tomorrow.
No, I not think he might come, man.
I don't think he's coming.
Me a trouble then.
He's not coming.
And yeah, the argument about Taxi in a central bridge, me not think he coach are gonna do that.
Nah, I think he has two centre backs.
Coach has been that audacious.
Or suicidal.
Yeah. Wanting a fucking
See that either. We have three out and out centre back. I not think we'd have put Taxi as centre back either.
The general, we just say if we watch the ball of them play, and it really look like we don't watch the MLS. None at all.
No, I don't. I will admit, I don't watch.
No, I don't.
International football and club football is two different things.
Yeah, I don't watch Bush League, so you gotta
Javian
forgive
bro,
me.
nothing playing a back three with him club.
In our back three as well.
Yeah.
But
So-
Steve, if you know they say that most of the players them when go play against now, I when play against the MLS.
Yeah,
So what we just say?
All right, Carla. The thing is,
That's
playing
true.
in a back three, centre back in a back three is different from playing centre back in a back four. When I have three centre backs playing a back three, any
Yeah, it's
left
not
back
coverage.
normally slot into that left centre back role. So that
Oh, yeah, but
that's a
sweeper.
completely different dynamics than having a back four.
Me can find the stats right now when play for in new club when they know. I'll show you when he play back four and a centre back in my play.
Who that?
Me can show you that.
Taxi?
Taxi Lawrence coach.
So
Balakar.
Balakar, all right. Him play that according to what you say. You don't want him play the back,
Yeah.
the central. All right, you could put up your team and the people them grade it.
No, coach, we just have to. All right, put him into map. Put him into map. Put him into map. Put him into map, coach. Because listen to what me they say. It's some fault.
And them bully, once I put them
run down your man them.
Huh?
Me I tell him say put in Taxi as centre back. Once them arguing, I think I'll get them.
As PS0 I get, but Taxi as a centre back, nah man.
Anything.
You're so quick in say no. You're so quick in say no.
So we should knock Balakar for Balakar. We should knock it for something different, right? We should embrace different. But I don't think people would embrace. Yeah, Lawrence.
Put him in and give me 0. Because guess what? Maps not stepping into the
No,
players.
but why would we need to play him there? You just want to put him in because he played in club Balakar.
No. We just say, all right. We did say the next player, the coach say him is a what? Probably him will get a red card. And me they tell us say, Maps now close down the players them quick enough. And when the players them they come to him, he might back off and carry him straight in at the box.
Mm-hmm.
He need to start step and make the tackle.
But we don't think Maps are gonna start either.
But Balakar does a fair and very good observation, Balakar, which is when you're not mobile, you're gonna be always one step too slow to do anything.
Yeah. They more closer to the goal, you know.
Play in Taxi and lower centre back. A suicide mission.
No, but we call the first defense, we call Bernard name, right? I'm gonna say the coach probably will get red card. Which other option?
No, that was in the game.
No, that was the game the other day.
That was in the last game.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Watching Bernard for one half, he's red card. He's like low. Yeah, red card is on his face. Look, right, coach, he made 2 tackles. One where the player beat him between him leg and him just, I don't know what he did. Him should get 2 yellow, you know. He should have got 2 yellows.
Frankie, that first one when the player saw him, he was in the center circle.
Yeah, that's worse. Marlon, you can't get some of that far the field, Marlon. The whole space there behind you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So all right, Sean. So what if we switch Amari Bell in and put Taxi Lawrence at left back? That's how that look.
That's not a bad setup, actually. That's not a bad setup.
Yeah, that's.
But I still wouldn't play either of them. I still wouldn't play either of them there because I have a centre back in Bernard. That's where he plays. The coach has tried him there to see how he looks. I'm curious to see what the coach is gonna do. I'm curious to see what the coach is gonna do.
I see centre back over Taxi and Bell.
Well, I think Lati will be better. You know what, Marlon? Lati will be the better person there now, but we need legs in the midfield.
Yeah. I see Lambert as a better centre back than Bell playing about 2 and Taxi right now.
Oh no, I see Lambert beside the coach where he's gonna be. I'm sorry. I don't see Lambert on the field. I'm sorry.
Hey, coach, we can't figure out Balakar. Me figure out Balakar now.
Yeah?
Me figure out Balakar right now. Taxi, I just Balakar ball and he want he start.
No, man,
From
and
Nickel
Nichols, and
ball
Nichols,
and
he would
whisper
not,
bad
he would
man.
not try put in there.
Boza,
I
but him a
whisper
try
and Nickel ball a bad
Whisper
man.
and
Just
Bowser.
relax, man.
No, yeah, Whisper and Bowser
Just
and
relax,
Baller.
General, man. Whisper and Bowser.
And you know, to be honest, I would prefer play Lambert at centre back before me play Taxi there.
Huh?
And I prefer play Lambert at centre back before me play Taxi there.
You need a cranky set.
Well, coach. Well, I'm gonna make up.
Lambert supposed to
the
can play
problem
this
me
still,
say,
yeah.
No, I'm just say Maps are one good player, and I try get him out of the team or not.
No, Balakar. Everything what you say about Maps are real thing, you know. We agree with
because
you.
I see it even in I two practice game.
Yeah, we agree with them, man.
Here's the problem with Lambert.
No, I'm a general.
But here's the problem with Lambert. Some people talk about Lambert as an option. Go ahead, Marlon.
Yeah, but Balaka said, but if you look at the defensive line, Maps was a better defender out of the 4 defenders we use. You look at the 3 defenders we use.
No. Marlon, here's the confusion people have Marlon with defenders. Because I don't see you, if I don't see you, you can't make mistake in a Marlon. And I can't pinpoint your mistake, but you weren't where you're supposed to be. But that's not obvious. If you were there and get beaten, Marlon, let me tell you something, Marlon. If you're there and get beaten, I can point you in a mistake. If you weren't there at all, you're going to get some latitude when you probably shouldn't get it because you should have been there. That's Maps.
Yeah, true.
That is Maps wherein he's not where he's supposed to be, but he didn't make a mistake because he wasn't in the play, so he gets the benefit of the doubt. Unlike Bernardo rushing where angels fear to tread, he can get beaten, and you can't obviously see it. But at least he creates some kind of confusion for the opposition. Maps is not there at all. And Maps been doing this for the last 3 windows.
I see a comment in the chat. My general King needs to go work on in game. You understand? King.
But Darren Stoner said if Coach Bernard this rush in 35 minutes, why bring him over King?
Me say King needs to go work on in game, coach.
But remember, son, the guy in the comment, remember that King was the one who got caught out of position on the first goal against Qatar. Right? He found himself at the edge of the 18-yard box in the circle with the 2 CDM.
To every little thing.
And when even when he came on against Jordan, he got caught out again. Because they
always pressure him in from the weak side.
No, remember I said it's a cross coming, you know. Right? But he on something, what's it, him and Brown get caught out.
This is a non-argument still, you know.
Yeah. But coach, me just calling to make me 2 cents. But go back in the chat and one thing, you see me, but
yeah, man. And when you go in the chat, drop some super chat. That way you say you're gonna fire, you know.
No.
Yo, Balakar. You know my links ain't big enough, man. So
that's why man cataract travel. Coach,
yeah, man.
Well, I man cataract travel.
No, in the man cataract now.
Man rival.
Yo, my general, that will never happen. Can't happen in no lifetime.
Balakar, we don't say rival, man.
Balakar, just go in a comment section and just drop a super chat. Balakar, just hear me, man. Balakar.
Well, I know.
Balakar.
Well, I know, man. I know to them in general, but more forward one day and surprise the whole chat, man. Just relax, man.
Yeah, man. Balakar, in there, I hear the people. Let's stay there, making chicken here.
No, man. I'm not to them, man. But, you know, the platform big enough for a whole we can, you know, we have to expand the thing all over the place. You know, there.
It's a global.
Yeah, man. but go back in the chat and now.
All right, cool.
Go on. So,
hey,
yeah, man.
Cranky.
Yes, sir.
Bro, man, security sir, you make Balakar afraid to call Bowser name, you know?
Why? No. Because I know Balakar love Bowser.
All right, so what we think is going to be the outcome of the game in terms of result? Make a look on the result now because we want for year or go on with the result. You know, so I not answer Balakar, I call back, you know, I not answer him. Want to say answer him?
Maggie and score.
Answer him, answer.
Answer him, all right.
Answer him, man, coach.
Yeah, Balakar, then say me for answer, you know. That's why me answer, yeah.
Coach, you what go on, man. Not do that, man. You know, no boy can't stop me from call Bowser. You know Bowser my baller, man.
I don't mean no to do it. It's a comment, come in.
Yeah, man, but me I'd make a comment no, say not do that, man. I one Bowser and I one whisper, man. Not do that, man.
All right.
Carla, I'll speak Smaddy in a chat.
Just go take on the
man,
person in
I
a
take
chat,
body
man.
from
I
people,
think
man.
you'd have reached in a chat already if you go talk about that, man. I that you really call back
No,
for
man,
Balakar.
me hear you say it, so me have to forward back and correct the comment.
All right, sir. But you not start your baller, so that's why a person probably said that. Anyways, him gone. AM Henry said the coach decided the team before the Qatar match. He said the team was due on that date. No matter how many played in both matches, the team was already set. All right. So any score. Marlon, what do you think of the score line? Result we are talking about now.
I think 2-0 Jamaica.
What? A serious when Marlon get them score line, they are serious match, you know?
I think Mikel Antonio still have his head up from the last game against US in the National Stadium, and he's coming off on a high, right? And I was watching World Soccer today, and one of the pundits was saying that if Mikel Antonio show up against US defense, they're gonna be in trouble.
All right, so interesting.
The thing on the coach, US attack. Ferreira is a proven goal scorer in the MLS, and he has what 8 international goals. I think Zendes is going to be one of the players that we need to watch as well. So Vasquez is a big player like Corey Burke. Uses body a lot, so I think goal is going to be a problem for them as well.
Okay, all right. So you think our frail defense can keep them at bay?
Well, Low is physical. Vasquez is physical. Ferreira is very cunning around the box. He's somebody. He's not the really. He has pace to his game, not lightning pace. So Zendeas is the one who come with the skill and pace, and Senora, the two Mexicans. The other one, Mihailovic, it will be the creative one there. But I think they want to play Sterling in the midfield, so you might find them using two CDM. We need a Sons play with Morris. So those are two players I think they want to really try to nullify the Jamaica attacking.
Okay. All right. Dwight Spence, big up yourself on that super chat. He said intelligent panel in the pre-game discussion this evening. All right, big up. I see Dr. Dan say 1-1. Fabian, what your scoreline?
I don't consider this US team as their strongest team. And seeing how Antonio played against their quote-unquote A team, I think a lot of persons are saying when it's the last time Jamaica scored more than 1 goal in a game, but that is under.
They did it against Mexico.
That's under previous coaches against this coach is an attacking coach, and I believe that the front three will be too much for USA to handle. So I am predicting a 3-1 win for the Reggae Boyz. I expect USA to get a late goal because I think fitness is an issue, especially in the home line. So I think USA will get a late goal. But 3-1 for us.
3-1, all right. That's so audacious. 1-1 fresh. Cranky, are you leaving?
So, when last time we beat the US? It's been a long time, you know.
Everybody say on the last World Cup qualifier.
2019 we beat them.
Okay.
A goal from Boza. Boza first international goal.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
a stunner.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna win 3-2. I don't think this defense hasn't kept anybody out. Qatar scored 2, Jordan scored 2. We give up goals. We do that really well. Mexico scored 2. We give up goals. And the midfield may not be the strongest defensively, but I do think we have enough firepower up top to put the ball in the net. We have gotten chances in game. The last game, Boza got 2 really good chances, apart from the one that was scored. So I do expect us to score goals. And I think if the front four plays, if he plays the front four like I hope that he does, and we can get the ball up to them, I think the US will be scrambling to try to prevent us from penetrating them. So I'm going to say 3-2 Jamaica.
3-2 Jamaica. Okay. Very, 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 very interesting. From Cranky. Very, very interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Cranky, you know, easy still enough. Marlon, you agree with Cranky?
Well, coach, I see us scoring, you know. As person myself, we last scored 2 goals, but I think we have the firepower right now, and I think that's what's saying a lot of fear through Kankakoff. Right? I feel most of the platform, ESPN, Fox, everybody, CBS, that's what they're talking about. That attacking threat that Jamaica brings up. The attacking threat, it's like you're putting up with Canada attacking threat right now. Because in CONCACAF, Canada has a number one attacking threat out of all the teams. When you look at David, Laren, right, Davis, Buchanan, you're basically looking at a similar attack right now. So I think that's what really putting a lot of fear in the persons, and then especially Americans who knows Andre Blake, right? Who knows Andre Blake? They know Andre Blake has been in the top 5 goalkeeper over the past 6 or 7 seasons in MLS, right? And probably you're looking at 2 of the best MLS keepers over the past 5 years. Although he's at Arsenal, but these are the 2 persons who rival each other. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. So I think he will be a mainstay for them. But US defense as well. We are talking about our defense in a cranky. US defense, I think if Miles Robinson is not fit, Miaza and Neil and Lang, our attack will be a trouble for them.
Yeah, no, they're not great in the middle of the park, you know. Across the board, actually, for the entire team. I don't think they're great. They have good midfielders with McKinney and others, but when you get into the center of the defense,
McKinney's not there.
McKinney I'm saying
I'm just talking about normally. I'm not talking about now.
In general.
I'm talking about when they have Adams and McKinney to protect their defense, and now they have Richards who play for Crystal Palace. They have a better construct, but when they go one level down, it's a different setup for them, right? They don't have the same centre back pairing.
Because right now, I think Latigo there, Sanz is a centre back. They put him in the stadium last time. He was the one that he was a breakout kid for them at the last Gold Cup. Got transferred to Rangers, now he's back in MLS. I think he and Latigo there is a same. I don't see a different with both of them. Defensive, they can pass the ball as well. They really game good. So I think both of them read out each other. I think the difference will come with McLean, with Morris, actually. Morris is the one who can tackle, can make a quick pass. So he will be like the Tyler Adams here. So who can be a box-to-box going forward as well.
Yeah, so what I like about this team is this. Sorry, Mark, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, man, go talk again.
What I like about the team is that if we can get the ball out wide and isolate our wingers one-on-one, then it forces the US to make a decision. If you stay one-on-one, they're going to get beaten. If you want to cover, we should have somebody free inside or free in the box. So you got to pick your poison, which then hopefully translate into them playing more defensively and giving us more room, because we know we don't keep the ball that well. That's my hope in the game, is that either Bobby Reed out wide, if it's Gray out wide, Gray in the middle, Bailey out wide, that we're creating these mismatches and to allow us to be more penetrative. That's my hope in the game. And I hope the coach find a way for us to get the ball out wide and then come inside for us trying to play everything through the middle. But the middle is always going to be very congested. But I do expect Gray to have a good game, and I do expect Gray to start. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't start. And my people think they're seeing, we're hearing all the buzz in the media about the team now. But if I get the view from what Gray was saying as to why he made his decision, he give reasons, I get the sense others are coming.
Yes.
I get the sense from Gray's interview that he's being told that others are coming. That's what I get from his interview. And he's saying it's a process and we're going someplace And he's probably just the start of that wave coming. So if we have all this contention now, I have no problem with contention so long as there's quality. If you want to have contention and people are having discourse about this player and that player, so long as they're good enough to have that discourse about and who should play and who shouldn't play, that's a great conversation to have because I know I have quality across the board. My hope is that we have 30 quality players, somebody drop out, somebody step in their role, and we're sitting here, people are talking about us and are fearful of us, versus us saying, you know what, who's going to play this position, who's going to play against the US? No, we should be saying, you know what, we're the people with the quality. You come at us because we're pretty comfortable where we are. That's what I hope that we get to that point where we have the better players and the conversations about us like it's happening now, but even more wholesome than this.
Yeah, man.
That's true. That's true, Stickers.
What I have a call online. Dwight.
What you say, coach?
We're there, you know.
Yeah, lively banter. So the thing that we have to look at, just like how Mexico does with us, find the weaknesses and exploit it till them drop. If Miyazaga starts, he's a hothead. Run at him. Have Bobby, have our creative players run at him. Long is pretty stable, but you want to attack him also. And then there are other backs. The outside backs are average. So if we can really feed the wings and have our players get isolated on one-on-one, Bailey and Gray, we can create some things there. Our biggest concern is in the middle of the park, both in the CDM and the center back. Can we recover? Will our guys fight for the ball for each other? We will make some mental mistakes. Let's accept it. There will be 3 or 4 moments of madness coming from Jamaica, but it's how the players cover up for each other and clean it up. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But expect 3 or 4 moments of moments of madness. That's just all Jamaica.
I mean that is expected in a game of football. Fans are gonna talk, fans are gonna curse because of what is happening in the game. But at the end of the day, it is football, and that's how football is. Get everything, especially when the fans watching. We know everything when we are watching it.
But more importantly is how our players cover for each other's mistakes. Right? Is it when a mistake happens, is the hands out and the monster the telling you why I do boy? Or is it all right, let's clean it up, fist bump, Dre put it together, talk, communicate, and move forward. It's the communication. The key part is look at if the players are communicating and talking on the pitch. Or whether you see them hands out, body language, right? That body language. I like Taxi. Taxi can play center back and he can play outside. But the key with Taxi needs to play as a team, and he needs to watch his body language. Right? He needs to watch his body language. The other player that I like the ball up, but I think he needs to play up the pitch and have 2 people. DJ can drop some ball. He can make some passes through the line. He is the one that can feed Damari. He's the one that can feed Bailey. He's the one that can feed Bobby. The problem with this, DJ have no steal till he's there. None. DJ, when him not have the ball, him a twist up in dread. Him not have no steal. He won't.
But Dwight.
Yeah,
Dwight.
twist up him lot. Yeah.
Dwight, remember now, even when he plays deep at Preston, right? What they do, they use actually something they give him a free roll to roam. So they always have somebody who's doing the tackling beside him. So when we use it, playing box to box.
They have him drop to have the ball at his feet, not to do the tackling.
Yeah.
Right. So we just need to pay attention to see if he's getting the ball to his feet and feeding out the passes, or is he getting deep and now he has to do defensive work. If we start seeing that happen for 15, 20 minutes, or we're seeing that like coming straight out of the second half, we need to pull him. We need to pull him. One thing I like about Hal Grimson, the coach, he makes the substitutions when they need to be made. He doesn't wait.
Yeah.
If he sees our left back getting run into the ground, in the first 20 minutes of the game, he will sub them out and say, hold on, we need to fix this now.
Mm-hmm.
So he is very proactive in his
Yeah, man,
solutions
yeah, man.
to you can see that. You can see him talking to the players and say this, he'll make it go one time and then he'll sub, he'll make the switch or the sub. And then for Jamaica, the key, once again, as I said, the US backline is average compared to our attacker. We just need to keep on rotating those players, Bailey, Gray, and Bobby. Just have them finding the holes, popping up all different places of the pitch, and then let them do the work. So that's it. I will
All
take a 2-2 draw because, in my opinion, I don't want to beat the USA. No, I want to beat them either in the semis or finals. Right now, I'll take a loss or a 2-2 draw.
No, we don't want to lose.
So,
Dwight, beating US no. It opened up the path for us, open a better path for us to go on.
Yes.
Go on. So top in this group, easy actually. Unless Canada go and come second in their group, then we have to fight out with them. But we are trying to avoid. We don't want to play Canada and then play Mexico same time.
True, but boss, look at this. We are Jamaican. If we win the game, all sort of party and all sort of euphoria. I'm gonna go on for the next week.
Wait, so man, them are go cross load.
No, Dwight. I don't think so, Dwight. I don't think so. I think the coach is a professional coach and disciplined.
Yeah, man, and the player them. If him and them talk and them know them want the objective set for the tournament, I mean, not think that I go on. Else some man come out, them man got them yard.
Hold on, I would say this. Maybe not the players because they're professionals and they have been to this level, but the fans.
No, but the fans now gonna affect what go on after that, man. Make we enjoy ourselves. Anyways, gentlemen, you know at the end of the show, though. At the end of the show, you know, as Mr. Me did I go somewhere, that's why we start so early. And
you end the show with Richard Joy.
I know because Richard Joy, I could have not add him, you know. So I'm not here what go on, you know, but me add him, you understand?
Richard coach said as he's joined, you click off. So coach said Richard, him said as you join, he's gonna click off. So
listen.
Richard, may I give you 1 minute? It starts now. Go.
This is almost the perfect storm as far as Jamaican Reggae Boy fans should be concerned. 2 years ago, I joined Coach's Desk to ask what a go on. 2 years ago, I questioned why Jamaican fans were getting so excited about taking on C- American teams. 2 years forward, this is not tiddlywinks. This is not a case of pushing around pieces on the table and expecting one result, namely defeat. This is a great opportunity for Coach Jaime Halgrimson, the relationship mediator for Jamaican football. And this crop of players
10 seconds.
assembled, it's the best Jamaican squad available, consisting of quality Jamaican players from wherever they may come from. I am hugely optimistic, but let me be crystal clear. It's an attack forward heavy team. Any top level team needs a good midfield. It's still question marks there as well as in the defense. But this Jamaican team is one of four teams who can do things.
Rich poor. Cranky. Unless you're willing to run the show for your next hour, I know.
No, coach, I have to go. I have my dinner and I have to go feed. I need fuel.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
say this, coach, quickly, which is we haven't won a game in the last 10 games that we've played as a country. My hope is that turns this tomorrow and win this game. I'm very optimistic. I expect a good game. I expect us to perform, and I expect us to do well in the tournament.
All right. Big up yourself. Marlon, big up yourself, Marlon. Big up Fabian, everybody who called in the show, Balakar and the whole massive, Dwight, RDN. Big up everybody in the comment section. Thanks for tuning in. As I said before, people, I started the show early because I have something to take care of at about 7 o'clock and 6:45 now. So big up yourself. Thanks for understanding. Tomorrow, you know, so a big thing I go on, you know, tomorrow at match time. So we are going to run the stream long. You see me, I say, no shortcut tomorrow. What I say? People, stay safe. Until next time. Peace. Oh, before we go on, people, we are going to drop the US national team press conference because I think we need to see that to understand what going on. And we are going
Yeah,
to also
man.
drop the Jamaican one as well. So look out for that, people. Stay safe. Until next time. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.